Yo, what is up, dudes? What is up? We are back with a new, must be Monday, because we have a new guitar of the week, probably the hottest guitar out right now. The new PRS SE NF3. And NF is for near field, and 3 is because there's 3 near field humbuckers in the guitar. A neck, a middle, and a bridge. Right there. And this was a popular guitar in the regular PRS lineup, not the SE lineup. And they brought it back. They brought it back for the SE series in this wonderful metallic ice blue. What is the actual name? Let me get the name correct on this. It is ice blue metallic. Not metallic ice. Ice blue metallic. It's also available in a gunmetal gray, in a metallic orange, and a pearl white. If you get the if you get the rosewood fretboard. If you get the maple fretboard, also available in the maple fretboard. Geez, I guess all the same colors. No different colors? No special color for the... No, I guess it's all the same. Oh, okay. Well then, carry on. Yeah, no, I guess all the same colors. Just a matter of whether you want the maple fretboard or if you want the rosewood. To be honest, I think this rosewood looks amazing with the metallic paint job and the bird inlays and just the whole thing. It's been a wonderful guitar to play. Amazing guitar. This guitar came out of the box in like near perfect setup. The only thing I had to do was really tune it up. And everything else was pretty much perfect. There's absolutely no fret sprout whatsoever, but we're not in fret sprout season. And check me in, 6 or 7 months when we're in the middle of winter. And it's much drier. You can't really check for fret sprout in this soggy weather. It's because what causes the fret sprout is that the neck shrinks a little bit. The wood shrinks because it loses moisture in the winter. But the metal doesn't shrink, and so you get a little bit of a hang over the edge, and you're like, oh, wait, I'm feeling those frets now. But in the summer, the neck swells back up again, and just that tiny bit just covers ever so much the edge of that fret. But there's absolutely no... The frets are nice and smooth, too. I would say they're pretty well done. Yeah. It is a... Let's just check the specs on this real quick. Poplar body, 22 frets, a 25-inch scale, not 25 and a half, 25 even. It is a maple neck. Let's take a look at this maple neck with a scarf joint at the headstock, which I like. It adds a lot of strength. Pretty good. And we can check out, maybe get these tuners. They're not locking or anything, but they are obviously sealed and very smooth. They work great. What else can we see? It's a 2-way truss rod, so double action. You can both push forward and pull back, either way. What else do we have? A wide, thin neck, which is a little smaller than the guitar we recently had, the PRS Silver Sky SE, which is beautiful. I love that guitar. They look kind of similar, but they're actually very different. When you start to look at them side by side, you realize just how many differences there are. The headstock is different. The inlays are different. The pickups are obviously different. The controls are different. So the pick guard is different. The carve on the body is different. So they're very different guitars. They kind of look similar because they have 3 pickups and they're both PRS, and so there's some similarities, but they're actually very different guitars. What do we have here? 10-inch radius. So the Silver Sky was an 8.5-inch. So a little flatter, a little more modern with the 10-inch radius. Bird inlays, SE bolt-on. It's a PRS patent trim. I could see right away it was a different trim compared to the one in the Silver Sky, which is way more vintage with rolled steel and, looks like a Fender. A PRS, version of a Fender. Where this looks way more modern. And what else do we have? Narrow field DDS pickups. And the treble, middle, and bass pickups. Really? Treble, middle, and bass? I'd call that bridge, middle, and neck, but that's just me. Truss rod cover is the NF3 truss rod cover. It's strung with 10 through 46. It's a 5-way and a one volume, master, a tone. And that's it. And it comes with a gig bag. Do I have the... I don't have the gig bag. I will get the gig bag on camera. You are looking at footage of the gig bag right now. I can only imagine. I'll get it in post. It's a great gig bag. It's exactly the same as the Silver Sky gig bag, but a different color. But, thick padding, construction, everything else is the same as the one that came with the Silver Sky. So the big lure to this guitar, it's, sort of value proposition are the pickups, right? It's the proprietary design by PRS, which is a humbucking, what he calls a near field, which I think is just the 2 bobbins are very close to each other. Kind of remind me of P90s a little bit. Much like the Silver Sky, I gotta hand it to PRS guitars. They make each pickup selection sound pretty different, sound kind of unique, and this is no different. All right, I think I'm slightly out of tune. Let me tune up real quick here. They're a little flat. Yeah, these sound great. Let's go through and check them out one by one. Again, master volume, master tone, and it just uses the traditional speed knob, which I like because the larger diameter makes for easier turning and easier gripping, and they really are speed knobs. Anyway, there's the bridge. Position 2, which is the middle in the bridge. Again, big difference in tone. The middle. This is position 4. You're going to hear the difference difference already with adding that neck pickup. And then, of course, the neck. Give you a little taste of the pickups. Let's switch to a clean sound. Everyone likes to hear it clean. This is the neck. Helps if you can play it. Here's position 4. Again, here's the neck. Definitely gets a little spankier as you add that middle pickup versus let's just do the middle. Here's position 2. The bridge. You can really hear the difference, you know. This doesn't have a coil cut. No, don't be ridiculous. Of course it doesn't. I mean, it could, technically. But I think the whole point of these is to treat them like a humbucker, like a focused humbucker. Near field, a humbucker. All right, let's do our behave lead. They really do sound great. Middle pickup. This is position 4. Again, here was the middle. Sorry. And then, of course, the neck. I'll tell you, I've been impressed with this guitar since I took it out of the box about 2 hours ago. I've been just waiting for these strings to break in a little bit. Brand new guitar. Let's just go over just very quickly the difference between this new guitar, the NF3, and the Silver Sky. First, right away, you'll notice that the tuners are different. The headstock is different. It's the Silver Sky is sort of like a reverse version of the headstock. The birds are actually smaller on the Silver Sky, and they're darker versus this guitar. The pickups are obviously different. Those use the special John Mayer voiced pickups, where these are the near fields. As we mentioned earlier, the body carve is different. The neck profile is definitely different. So they measure it. This is a thinner, smaller neck. Not by much, but enough that you can notice it right away. And it's much thicker as you go up the neck versus down at the first fret. At the first fret, the Silver Sky, if I could get that out, is 1/64th of an inch thicker. 1/64th, so not a huge difference. When you get up to the 12th and a half fret, then you are 5/64ths thicker. So it's not like it's 1/64th thicker the whole way. It actually gets thicker. 2/64ths thicker, 3/64ths thicker, 4/64ths thicker, 5/64ths by the time you get up to the next measuring spot. And I'm sure that continues because it's a different slope on the back of the Silver Sky. So way more vintage feeling neck than this. This is going to feel way more modern than that neck because of the cut, because of the profile. And just, this thing just looks amazing. First of all, I'm a sucker for metallic paint jobs. I just think they look really good. Look at this thing. That is just one gorgeous guitar right there. And the lines just remind me, the carved lines just sort of remind me of, a really well done, car design. And let's check out the back again. Maybe down in here. See it a little better. So let's check out some more sounds. Because these are humbuckers, I am willing, if you are too, to go dual heavy rig. These sound good. They really... They have that crispness to them, that bite that reminds me of some of those early Van Halen tones. What else do we have here? Let's see. Let's go back from whence we came. The Brit 87. That's actually probably a little more Van Halen. Yeah. This has been a wonderful guitar. I gotta say, I really like the tone. Really like the tones coming out of these pickups. I think they clean up great. So the one downside to this guitar, which I think has to be addressed, is that the pickup diameters, as far as I know, the pickup sizes are proprietary. I don't know that there's another pickup on the market that will fit into the punch outs that are in this pickguard. Now, I'm sure you could get another PRS pickguard out there, and you could put in something else if you wanted to change out the pickups, but I think it just kind of defeats the purpose of this guitar. Some guitars are sort of built for modding. I don't think this one really is. You're buying into a pickup system. You're saying, you know what, I want the near fields. I think they sound great. They're punchy. They're crisp. They give me a lot of tonal variety across the 5-way switch versus 2 humbuckers. And, you're all in on the near field pickups. I think if you aren't all in on the near field pickup and you're like, well, I'll get it for these, but if I don't like them, I'll mod it. You could just probably find a different PRS SE that's, would be closer to what you're looking for than this guitar. I think if you're buying this guitar, you're sort of sticking with these near field pickups. That's the whole point of this guitar. And again, you're not just going to drop something in. Maybe it fits a mini humbucker in there. I would have to, do some measuring, but I'm not sure. They look like they could, maybe. But again, there would have to be some measurements happening and seeing like what actually could fit in the near field. Maybe they are mini humbucker size and you can put any mini humbucker in there. I don't know. But that is the only thing I could think of that would be sort of a negative with this guitar. Everything else has been just glowingly positive. And not that it's a negative. The pickups sound wonderful. It's just that some people like to get guitars and mod it. And so if you're looking for a mod platform, I'm not sure that this is it. Without changing out the pickguard or, like I said, maybe the mini humbucker will fit in it. And this is all just Bernard, and there is really no problem at all. So I don't know. Well, that does look good though, huh? I'm a sucker for these colors. I really am. All right, dudes. The hottest guitar out there right now, I'd say. It's got the most buzz I've seen in the last couple of weeks. The PRS NF3. A wonderful guitar. I recommend you check one out. I will have links in the description for specs and pricing. And there you have it. All right, dudes, as always, thanks so much for hanging out. And rock on.